Hello! Okay, so it's been a while. And I've been playing a bunch of other games on the in-between, so, might be a little out of it. Also, I apologize for the fan noises already. I don't know if they're any worse than they are normally, but again, we are getting closer and closer to the hot portion of the year, as we are, what, 7 days away from June? Yeah, 7 days. So, anyways, where last we left off, we had just arrived in Anor Londo. Our current stats are as follows. We are a Chaos Servant, that's going to be important later on. We also got a +10 Scimitar, +3 Grass Crest Shield. We're wearing the Wanderer's set with a Blue Tear Stone Ring and a Rusted Iron Ring that, I might actually be switching out here in just a moment. Hey AD, you wanna get banned from my chat? That's the fastest way to fucking do it, man. Did I open the chests over here? I can't remember. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I've spent most of the day working on D&D stuff. I'm debating if what I've designed last night is what you guys fight next, and there's a good chance that if it is, you lose, so... However, more to the point, I am a little anxious because today is going to take us over some high-rises, and I don't do well with heights, so... Thankfully, though, first thing on the agenda is just to fuck up this guy. There we go. Pretty sure that was partially as easy as it was just because of the fact that I now have a +10 Scimitar. Huh? Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Also say hi to the live stream since you popped in, I guess.
Hi.
I guess.
So I was getting my talk today, right?
Yeah.
And they had me sign a form. I was like, who I was, where I live, whatever.
Hopefully you know all of that information.
I have come up with it. Gets to the bottom and it says patient or legal guardian. And first instinct.
Oh right, yeah, you know. Okay, hold on. I forgot you got your vaccine today.
Yeah. Not Andy.
Good job.
So first instinct, I see legal guardians. I'm like, here, Mom, you gotta sign this. And she's like, no, you got. It says patient. You now. I was like, ah.
Yeah, no, being an adult is scary. Just wait, eventually you're gonna have to schedule your own doctor's appointments.
Yeah, I was wondering, this is like the first document, this is the worst first document to have signed, because it's all medical stuff.
Yeah. You know what my first was, for the longest time, technically speaking, Mom and Dad were supposed to still help make my appointments because I have actual, like, clinical anxiety, and the doctor's office generally is a bit of a pain about that. And I remember that Mom had Dad try to help me place the phone call, and knowing our dad, he genuinely fucked up, and he's just like, I don't know this information, and so he goes and he fucking wakes me up, and that was my first phone. I was pissed about that. I mean, that initial popping the bubble essentially makes it a little easier for the future, but it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Why? So, yeah, it just...
The hardest part is dialing.
It is. It really is. You know what the hardest part of this is?
Running up a thin ledge.
Oh no, it gets worse. You're about to see. So there's a bunch of narrow-ass rafters up there.
Oh, is this where the arches are?
No, that comes a little bit later. But, there are the painting guardians, who throw little knives at you, and who, well, are just generally unpleasant to deal with.
Why is it guarded?
Because this is, where they keep the painting of Ariamis.
Answers nothing.
Go serve dinner, and then when you're done, you are welcome to come and sit on stream today.
Okay.
Whether or not you want to do that from your computer or from in here, I leave up to you. You know, I've got like 5 seconds where I'm not being murdered. I'm just gonna move my fan real quick. 1 moment. Okay. Fan's in the doorway, thus facilitating airflow, and I just have to try not to look down. Or look down as little as humanly possible. See, this is legitimately why I can't speedrun this game. It's just this area. Getting really bad RNG with these guys though, because normally they don't waste the time just trying to throw shit at me. Usually they just come this way. So. Oh, it wanted me to climb down. Like, haha, no. But see, the more I play this game, the better it gets, but I still kind of have to take my time around here. Because, let's just say that the first time I've gone through areas like this, I literally started crying. It was that bad. Now, eventually it got to the point where I wouldn't cry on this area, but, not to say that it wasn't still without its hardships. Main problem being, just again, not looking down. But, whatchamacallit, see, the Duke's Archives, probably way worse, honestly.
And,
hold on.
I'm going to,
Okay. Okay. We're good. Let me just go get to solid ground real quick, because this area makes...
give you a preamble, but I realized what was happening.
Alright, I'm on the ladder, I'm alive. What's up?
So, I'm going to respectfully decline your offer, only because that map hit, and I realized we have unfettered access to Family Guy. That's what I want to spend the rest of the evening doing.
Sure, even. Well, wait, where did we get Hulu?
Plus, the plus logging again.
Huh. I'll keep that in mind, I guess, because I have that through Mal, remember?
Yeah. No, I used to have that through. Get the spray butter out of the fridge.
But I eat mine with fish. I don't need the spray butter for when I have fish.
The others will.
Thank you. I'll be honest, I don't understand why this is down here. I think it's just so that you can get a better view of the statue, possibly. There's not like there's no hidden paths. No? Actually, since I'm pretty sure no matter what, if you're here, that's a kill plane down there, so. Alright. Oh, the lava trunk. Now. Right, I forgot there's another gargoyle. This is why taking your hands off of the controller in a Dark Souls game is a dangerous thing. There's always that one thing that you just end up forgetting a little bit. Come on. Come on, laddie. I call you laddie. There we go. Another gargoyle. And up there, Cathedral of Anor Londo. I am trying to remember though, there is another place I can go to. Yep, okay, I did it right. First try. Word of advice though, never go on the staircase while this thing is moving because there is a chance that you just glitch through. And fall to your death. Because this game is fair and balanced. So, we need to grab this bonfire for later. This is what we call a safety bonfire. But more importantly, what this bonfire does for us is we will be coming here to access a boss fight later. Also, we need to build up a...
Hey, Cibarino!
What?
Where's the syrup?
Syrup?
For long straight.
I think you gotta get a new bottle.
Okay.
We should still have some, right? Okay. Gonna go ahead, go back to the to our first bonfire of the area, just so that I can get full Estus and stuff. Because this next area is gonna be a little taxing. Actually, wait a minute. No, hold on. I'm pretty sure I can make it. I can play a dangerous game here. Area, a dangerous game. I just gotta drink my my Estus first. We're also gonna be getting our actual weapon for the rest of this game. What's weird though is that I feel like plus 10 Scimitar is somehow stronger than plus 10 Falchion. Doesn't really seem like it should be the case on account of the fact that Falchion, based on the game anyways, has better stats. Really. So suddenly, inexplicably, Both of them are pulled. Alright. Don't think I didn't expect that. This is Anor Londo. Stupid things happen. There we go. 2 knights down. For the giant knights, anyways. You have to be careful, because if I stand too close to one of the sides, I think it aggroes the Batwing demon. Basically, I still want to be building souls right this second. Nice thing about Batwing demons, though, is that they are very easy to stun. Come on. The only unfortunate part is that when you swing at them, they do scooch back. Now there's gonna be 2 down there, but we can actually kind of ignore them. Oh, wait, I always forgot. This is a side path that exists. I don't think this leads to anything, though. Nope, that's a shame. Alright. That's something about my... One of my feet bending weird. Motherfucker! That was fantastic. You know how often I actually end up getting hit in the back by that one guy? Not often. I don't know what changes it. You know what? We'll be right back. I want to eat my dinner. So, I'm gonna throw up the AFK real quick. See y'all in a moment. Alright, we're back. Although I did move a little bit. One moment. Onward! Well, it's time to go get the souls back, yeah? Hopefully it's not souls down the drain. That was unfortunate. We can come back from that. Oh, okay. Alright. Did the old bait and switch. I'm just gonna get around the corner, and we are in the clear! If I remember correctly, bonfire's right here. Hey, it's Solaire! Hello. Hello, you precious being, you.
You've been smooth since you left. If
Solaire is a buy icon. You cannot tell me otherwise. Right. We're gonna rest and, be good for a level up, actually. I'm gonna put it into Vitality, just so we can take a few more hits. And we're going to basically just go on a bit of a murder spree, real quick. The nice thing, though, is that Silver Knights are actually way easier to kill than Black Knights. So, it shouldn't be too painful. It'll just be painful enough, you know? And I can live with that. I can. Although, I will still forever question what the hit radius on certain moves are. Because, like, that was a hell of a backswing, I'll be honest. Open from the side, okay. This is the one I think I'm looking for. Yep. Below, into the castles. Into the castle. Into the dungeons. Okay, so this one's a mimic. Mimics are, well, at least for me, they're not all that hard, honestly, but like, At the same time, something about fighting it in a dark room like this is just a little bit off-putting. I think that's kind of the point. Also, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of pillars. Who thought this many pillars was a good idea? Now, if I was good at glitches, we'd be using Dragon's Tooth for the rest of the game. Also, if I wasn't running a Dex build. I honestly want to run a Strength build at some point, it's just... I'm just comfortable with Dex more. Also, I appreciate the... Oh, ow, right. I appreciate that my light attacks do more than my fucking heavy attack. I just got straight kicked in the face. You know how often that actually happens? Not often. It's kind of funny. It does. Also, we're gonna be going down there and killing that fella at some point. Something comedic to me, though, about how the mimics move. I don't know if that's intended. Just, I don't know, I like watching it, it's funny. Hello, lad. Ooh, nice solid hit. I'm trying to figure out how that second one hit me, though, because I had the shield up. Come on. You know, the more I play this game, the more I have a really big appreciation for Blue Tear Stone Ring. Okay, so is this... Because I've never actually been out on that balcony, is that supposed to be, like, my hint? I know that we go through here and we find Sigmire. Hey, Sig.
Ah, let me get out. This is, we'll need a...
I'm gonna talk about the fact, though, that, Sigmeyer could have come and helped me here in his entirety. Instead, he just sat there and fought. I mean, I'm sure that's the point, still. Great, just one left. And we got more Demon Titanite, which is always good.
What wait, fantastic. Oh, next time. But next time.
And he gave us Tiny Being's Ring, which is actually really good for now because, sadly, we don't really have much use for Rusted Iron Ring right now. Take a little sip. And we just head back up the way we came because that door led us out to where we had kind of come from already. I know there's a staircase skip here where like I could have just jumped onto the staircase, but like, you know, I'm gonna go talk to Sigmeyer and stuff anyways. I might as well just come through. So, I just wonder, is this the poor planning of Anor Londo, or what? Because, like, they have a lot of ground tech, and so few knights do so. Alright, and we've got another shortcut. Well, as the Silver Knight here. Now we can just cut through here whenever. Wait, I need him to come out further. What? What? That made no sense whatsoever. Well, thank God for fucking hip check. Apparently, that just always perfectly aligns you for a backstab. Pardon me, sir. I do not mean you any disrespect this time. I just require my souls because some bullshit-ass demon apparently squished me. I don't understand Prowler demons. Not entirely, anyways. Like, how is that a hit? Right? What the fuck? Ah, Christ. I hate Prowler demons. I need to go and get more Estus. At least that I don't have to deal with that thing again. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Nope, I'm on the right way. Good job. Okay. A little bit more dex. And we'll use the soul of the hero. Then we might have to do a little bit of a farm. Isn't that big a deal, it's just a bit of a pain sometimes. Basically, for every time I upgrade the scimitar while it's a boss weapon, that's gonna be 5,000 souls. So... they're gonna need to build up just a little bit. Thankfully, though, Silver Knights are worth 1,000 each, so... And they're decently easy to fight, all things considered. I think there are worse enemies. Now, we poke him in the back and we kill him. Time for the shortcut. One of the shortcuts. We're not going to the boss just yet because, well, the stuff I need is gonna be, good for that fight. Oh, right, I forgot. He can, for whatever reason, shoot you right there. Makes sense. No, it doesn't. There we go. I know that there's a thing I can do in order to get to him faster, but like I would rather just go down here and talk to him first. Or like I can, this is an item that I want to get as well. Modify. Right, I have to bring him a specific coal, don't I? I forgot. Great. This is great. Gotta love it. That will never not be hilarious. Knocking him to his death like that. Batwing Demon. Up here. Oh, I got a Demon Spear. Neat. We got a Titanite chunk. Also neat. Okay. In order to facilitate this whole thing, I'm gonna need to run all the way back through Sen's Fortress, because I forgot the coal, I think. I don't feel like I should have forgotten the coal. If the game says I forgot the coal, I forgot the coal. Time to backtrack through Sen's Fortress, everybody. Woo. Yeah, at least I've got this, at least I got this shield that ups my stamina. And of course I missed the elevator. I get here right as the elevator leaves. Okay. Okay. Yep. See how it is. Also gonna change the title because I don't... At this point, I'm pretty sure Anor Londo is just gonna be a stream in and of itself. The goal's pretty simple, so we're going to head all the way back through Sen's Fortress, and the problem is that we're not going to be able to use a single bonfire while we go through there, in order for me to get to my destination. Actually, one moment. I'm gonna do a little bit of research just to make sure. Open the weapon by using... Okay, but I should have... I have a plus 10 weapon. I might have misread it, actually. Alright. Oh, we're gonna go find out. We are gonna find out. If I am apparently failing at English. I'd like to believe I'm not. I'd like to believe that, I know entirely what I'm doing. But this is me, and I am known to fail at English language comprehension. Occasionally. Surprisingly. Hopefully. Really? Alright. Look at me, I have a fancy weapon that I can just swing this way. Oh ho ho, that's not so funny. Why? Why would you not find this funny? I don't know what accent I'm doing anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. All I know is that those guys piss me off a little bit. Alright. Here. Let me quit out again. Right, I somehow overlooked the fact that that's what this was for. Now, we just need to work on upgrading the Fury Sword. So, Fury Sword has its own quirk, which I really enjoy. And that is that, while we have this equipped, it'll take consideration for the, amount of humanity we're carrying, and, that'll up our damage output. So right now we're only carrying 2, and that's perfectly fine. We don't really need to worry about carrying a lot at this juncture. It would be nice if this man actually fucking came up. On top of that, I don't know if this is just me, it does always feel like the Fury Sword has a slightly longer reach and a wider swing. Also, very importantly, it just sends people flying like that. What's up, bitch? exclusively hate these knights. All the other knights in this game are okay. I don't even mind the Serpent Men that much. But these things can go down in a hole. Of course, again. So, by the end of this, we should have a +4 Fury Sword, with any luck. And then it'll be a matter of finding enough for a +5, which isn't really all that hard to do. That being said, the Demon Ruins are going to be a little interesting with all the fire-based enemies. Giant Slayer arrows. Neat. I quit out just to reset their aggro real quick, because I do need to kill them, but I don't want to have to deal with both of them at the same time. Especially since these big fellas actually do have a pretty sizable soul drop. Like, I think it's, oh, about 3,000, I think? The only unfortunate part is A, they do large amounts of damage, larger than the other ones, but also B, they have the audacity to heal themselves. Like, I don't know where they get the gall. Also, I remember my first time coming back to this game after a long period of time, and just forgetting that, I need a slight bit of strength investment just to get this sword to work, without just having to two-hand it, and what a nightmare that was. Because, you know, with a scimitar, you need to kind of be able to single-hand this weapon. Because, you know, shield. But, yeah, nah, it almost went bad. Almost. Okay. Reinforced weapon. Now we need an obnoxious four Demon Titan Knight. In order to get the final of this weapon. Which I don't entirely mind. Just inconvenient. Alright, so now what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go rest at the bonfire up here, and then we're actually gonna take a detour. Only a slight detour, mind you, just but a detour nonetheless. I always overestimate how, or I always underestimate how long shit in this game takes. Again, I don't like play with glitches or anything, so everything takes normal time, and normal time is long. No item on here, right? Yeah, there's not. Okay. So, me heading through this area. Also, what's nice is that now, instead of two hitting them, I one hit them. And we just got Black Iron Tarkus's gear. Our man. Crouching does not move. What? What? Huh. That's not how that works, but okay. That's a new one. not move. Painted World of Ariamis. Right. Fuck. I forgot there is actually a thing we have to go get in order to go into the Painted World. Okay. That's what the problem was. Okay, so actually it's more worthwhile then to go do the boss here and then come back later. See, I don't think I've ever interacted with the painting without having the item, though, so I never knew that that was a thing. Although it would have been nice if it wasn't just contraption does not move, because... yeah. It's gonna preemptively heal. Just get the feeling I'll need it. What the actual fuck? Alright, we buffed slightly. We head in. I feel like I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I've never beaten this boss first try. Although I have hope. Part of this for me specifically is keeping an eye on where Ornstein is, because Ornstein's the one that that scares me a little bit more. That wasn't the one I wanted, but you know what? I'll take it. Okay. That's Smo dead. Smo is never the issue, it's always Ornstein. As can be expected from a Knight of Gwyn. Shit. I keep mistiming my roll. Or I'm just destined to take every single one of these today. Lock them into the animation. There we go. Well, chat, that's a first. Like I said, I never usually get them first try. I've never got them first try, actually. So, yeah, I'm proud. I'm very proud. Alright, let's go talk to Lady Guinevere.
Oh, chosen undead, I do since I've and this thou shalt.
Have I gotten the one for her covenant? I feel like I have. What do you mean check back soon? I just want to see my damn achievements! Oh well. You know what, I'll initiate the dialogue and then...
Oh, chosen undead, thou hast. Now thou shalt go forth, make.
Okay. Arrest the bonfire. Repair some equipment. Gonna do some leveling. Now we can work, so I'll be heading back to Firelink real quick.
Well, you know the gate, is that? Yes, it's wet, please. This house is no one.
Sigmaier's a good old boy. Good old boy. Good old bean. Appreciate him. Oh, that was my end point. Okay. I'm gonna be a terrible human being.
I cannot overlook a threat to my lady. I'll grind you into dust.
You were hurting, which is plain hollow. It matters not to you or not to speak. You will find the voice no longer.
Now, in case you're wondering why I've chosen to do this, it's because they have a lot of humanity between them, and I don't just need humanity for the weapon, I actually need humanity to unlock a specific shortcut that we're gonna need in a moment. We're gonna need in a little bit anyways. So, and frankly, I don't like the way of the white. So, just kind of multiple birds with so few stones. I do feel bad for killing the lady, just because she's not like a bad person. But let's see. Might have miscalculated my math, so I might need a little bit more. But that comes later. If anything, I might have to do a bit of a farm, which I don't really like doing. Oh, we want to go back to Firelink. The thing I'm trying to remember is it 30 total, or... Yeah, it's 30 total. Okay, so my math is actually okay. Eight plus... would it be 22? Back to Daughter of Chaos. Okay, so the fact that we got,
Now then, if you need... There is no time for think.
the fact that we got Chaos Storm means that we can now open the shortcut. It's good. Very good. And now we go back to Firelink? I'm sorry, I'm trying to put things together in my head. Unfortunately, the main thing that we're lacking right now is we're gonna need more humanity. I just spent the majority of it to get us, down there. Can't open the shortcut just yet, though, because I think I need to place the Lord Vessel. I'm avoiding doing that until a little bit later, because I want to get Dark Wraith Covenant. think there's a way to get up to Snuggly's nest from here, though? I swear there is, anyways. If there isn't, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I don't think there is. Oh well. No harm, no foul. Take the long way. This might also mean heading back to the Painted World. Because, well, there's stuff we need. Okay, now we're up to... Now we're up here. Now we're good to head back. Thank you, Snuggly. Grey Demon's, like, unfun, honestly. Just the amount of... He just... The amount to which it spams that move. This is boring. See? Going for it again. Thankfully, though, I will never, ever have to deal with this thing ever again, hopefully. Also, it drops a Titanite slab. Which is good. I want those. Now then, we're gonna lead him out. And that's a red titanite chunk for us. But yeah, since we, ever since we left here, for some reason all of the, like we got Black Knights now in this area. Now we have the Peculiar Dollar, though. So... we can actually go into the Painted World. I remember my initial return to this area. If I remember correctly, I didn't have good gear, and so I just ended up fighting everything in my really shitty gear. That's okay. No. Experience. Go for the experience. Something like that. Also, I like the way that just, like, slices through so cleanly. Alright, okay, we came that way for the Rusted Iron Ring, which means that... what does that mean? We get the other Black Knight? Last time I was here? I think we did. We're gonna check. Nope, we did not. Come on up, buddy. We got the Black Knight sword. Sweet. I don't think there's anything in these side rooms anymore, is there? Not since we left, anyways. There's one other thing I'd like to look at. Just since we're here. Okay, we need to make a trade for it, and the item I have to trade, I don't want to trade, so... Okay. That's okay. That was some interesting frame rate on the way down. Now we work to Anor Londo. Any better rings? Oh. We do not. Trying not to equip the Ring of Favor Protection anytime soon, just because, you know, due to the fact that it breaks, I'd rather not deal with that right now. And we'll have to work our way back from painting Guardians. Which I don't really mind. Like, especially with the sword, it's really not that hard. There we go. You know, on PC, people usually mod this to be lewd in some way, shape, or form. The image on the painting. I saw one, it's called, like, The Painted World of Fred. And, what it replaces the painting, with is a picture of the mod maker's cat. Which I think is adorable. And incredibly wholesome. Yes, we've now made it to Ariamis. So a fun fact for you all, this was like the first concept level for Dark Souls or something. and Miyazaki made it, he liked it, but there was nowhere he could put it where it would fit, so that is the sole reason we have the painted world at all. It's just because this man really wanted his creation in the game. I can respect. I had to set up my camera just a little bit so that slash would work. Because the problem with curved swords is that well, they don't tend to cooperate in narrow passages. Oh yeah, also these guys get poisoned. You'll notice every time I hit them, I try to get away from them. Yeah, they can drop poison on death too. I try not to be nearby when that happens. Good rule of thumb, honestly. Also, there's white rats down here. I've never actually understood the placement of these rats. Because everything in Dark Souls has a reason. Maybe they are just normal rats. Maybe a cigar is just a cigar. I choose to believe the rats are important somehow. Only because that world's a little funnier. One in which the rats have the lore importance. Unless it's Dark Souls 2, in which case, the rats having lore importance is probably the worst decision that you could have made. Why did these bird fuckers take so goddamn long to kill? Alright, I forgot to give you souvenirs of reprisal. Sweet, in humanity. Actually gonna use that. So now, we deal a little bit more. I appreciate that I'm avoiding the poison so well as to make me seem like the crazy one, thinking that there was a poison issue to begin with. You okay up there? Oh, he was debating whether or not to take the staircase, I see. did he come from? Alright, got the Painted Guardian set. Time to climb up. When I'm done with Painted World, I think I'm gonna call it for the day. But I don't really get to wander around in this area usually, so... You know, it's nice. Outside of the horrifying things that want to kill me. I just want to know where that one went. Drop down here? Never be seen again. Oh, there he is. I wonder if this was a bad way to have gone. Also, I like how, unlike the rats on the outside of the painting, these ones just kind of try to avoid you, for the most part. I think it's interesting. Oh, gold coin. And then that just spits us out over here, okay. No real complaints there. You will notice, though, on our trip through here, I am trying my hardest to avoid having to rest at a bonfire. Because of the sheer amount of enemies that are here. Oh, the other one fell to his death? Convenient. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to avoid resting at a bonfire right now. Because I'd rather not have to deal with the respawned enemies. Oh, he didn't fall. Thought he would've. I was half expecting to be, like, jump scared or something there. Have one just pop up out of nowhere. Drink up. And we fall. Blocked by some contraption. Right. I know where this leads. Alright, out towards the phalanx. I always forget about this thing. In part because it's not even from this game. It's actually a Demon Souls enemy. A Demon Souls boss fight, even. Or at least a mini-boss. Really says something about the wibbly-wobbly nature of time in these games. Well, that worked out really well. The phalanx taken care of? More humanity. I'll bring a sacrifice too. Always handy. And if I was human, I would get invaded here. Which I'm actually half tempted to go through. Well, guess I don't really get much of a choice. I have to go back to the bonfire anyway. But yeah, there is a scripted invasion that can happen there. I hate those. Honestly, those. But, you know, doing so would give me more humanity. First thing. Doesn't mean I have to go cut down all those corpses again. Also, why does the phalanx respawn? You know what else I don't get with this game? Why is it that basically you get hit once by the torch guys and it's inescapable? Oh. I got Acid Surge. Now, the one unfortunate part, though, about Painted World is that, because of how it works, everything is so disconnected. So I won't actually be able to go back to where we need to go until we get out of here. Yeah, that made sense as a hit, totally. Nice thing though is I can just kind of wail away on them, eventually it works. Alright, and that door's locked. I go down there, there's wheel skeletons. You know what, at the risk of ruining myself, I'm going to respawn the Foulings. Not because I want to fight the Foulings again, but I do want to use my my souls. I want to level up. Pretty sure I could get a pretty decent power boost here, just by virtue of how much stuff I've killed. we see that there. This is a Nobusta. I don't know why he's still breathing it over there. I'm like right in front of him, but I won't really complain much. That's the undead dragon. Not like the hardest thing, but definitely one of the most tedious things. Can I jump attack with this? I can't. Can do with this? Oh no, that counts as a dagger, doesn't it? That's why I can't. There we go. I'm sorry, apparently I had a massive fucking brain fart on how this was supposed to work. Right, so we're missing one of the shortcuts, but honestly, like, that doesn't really matter all that much. Shouldn't, anyways.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must this land is peaceful. I beg thee.
I feel bad, but this isn't all boss run. I really don't want to do it though.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
Like I said, I feel bad. But now we take the plunge. Into the void. That'll take us home. Hopefully. See. Now, make the same run that we did, in the opposite direction, and just pray that I don't get my ass kicked. By the hundreds of painting guardians currently running out in single file. Oh god. Actually, I lied. There is one last thing we need to do before we sign off for the day. And that is that we are gonna head into the new Londo ruins. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the one thing I'm missing, Covenant-wise, is the Dark Wraiths. To be fair, the Dark Wraiths are a little hard to find at first. You know, you gotta go into an area that you're only really gonna access later in the game. Like earlier, so it's usually easy to get them on New Game Plus, but I'm opting to do this earlier. Let's see, Highling Shrine. on, I'm double checking something. Oh, we are actually gonna have to take a detour in order to do that. I have to do this out of order. Or out of the order I normally do it in. Means that I have to get 20,000 souls. I think. Easiest way to check that. 1 second. We're gonna head for, Hooded Parish. I mean, there might also be something else for us to do here.
Well, you need it.
Yeah, we need 20k.
I'll be seeing you there.
Not that big a deal, though. But we also didn't kill the Prowler Demon here, so let's get that taken care of. Get a little bit more Demon Titanite. Go. Alright. Well, like I said, once we were done with Painted World, that was like end of the stream for the day, so this is about where I'm gonna call it. Actually, wait. No, hold on. There's one last thing I want to see if we can do before we call it for realsies. Means putting on my Rusted Iron Ring once again. We are going to head back into Sens. There's some stuff I need in this area. If you see where those man serpents are down there, where we need to end up. Okay. I think we came back. I think we came down here a while ago. Unrelated reasons. But now we are going to get the rest of my Demon Titanite. I just want to do this before I forget. The earlier that we get a +5 weapon in this game, or plus 5 boss weapon, the better. So there's only a handful of these things that I actually need to fight down here. That was unfortunate. And also, importantly, we are on our path to getting our full amount that we need. So the problem is that this is really stressful with two of them there, especially since that one in the back aggroes. So, either have to wait for the aggro to wear off a little bit, or... I just killed one. All I gotta do. My life is now easier. Weirdest thing is catch in this game. There we go. Now have the amount of Demon Titanite that I will need. Might just need a little bit more souls though. This isn't too hard. Oh, we're gonna be headed anyways. Won't be hard. If nothing else, I'm pretty sure I can just get it here. Oh, well, I think I've already killed the giant. How was the illusory wall back up? Maybe you have to get here at a certain time. means I might have not killed it and it just spawned or something. I don't know. I believe it.
Well, you need.
Purchase the crest.
Don't get yourself.
Then, all we gotta do now... back to Anor Londo. I chose the wrong bonfire, pretty sure. Ain't that big a deal, but you know, conveniently. Yeah, we want to go to Chamber of the Princess. I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna just kill all the enemies in this room specifically. Because now that just gives me more than enough to work with. It'll be 5,000 to upgrade our sword, and we'll have about 6,000 left over to do with whatever we want. I think I'll be buying the smithing kits for the bonfires, so I don't always have to seek out a blacksmith. But there we go. Now have +5 Greylag Fury sword already. We only just got it today. Items. Yeah, we'll get the weapon box. And then we'll homeward bone. Warp back to Undead Parish. And with that, we are done for today. Until next time, see you all then. Bye!